The 120% rule, a solar energy limitation. Solar power, a greener future, but with constraints. In the quest for sustainable energy solutions, solar power has emerged as a popular choice. However, its adoption in the United States is often hindered by a regulation known as the 120% rule. This rule, outlined in the National Electric Code, NEC, stipulates that grid-tied solar energy systems can only be installed at a capacity that generates up to 120% of the home's electricity consumption. Why the 120% rule? The rationale behind this restriction lies in the safety and reliability of the electrical grid. By limiting the amount of solar energy a home can produce, the NEC aims to prevent excessive power generation that could destabilize the grid during periods of low demand. Additionally, the rule helps to avoid potential issues related to reverse power flow, which can occur when solar panels generate more electricity than a home can consume. The impact of the 120% rule. While the 120% rule is intended to safeguard the electrical grid, it can also limit the potential benefits of solar energy adoption. For homeowners who want to achieve energy independence or maximize their solar savings, this rule can be a significant constraint. It can reduce the overall return on investment for solar systems and may discourage some homeowners from considering solar installations altogether. Overcoming the 120% rule. Fortunately, there are strategies to mitigate the impact of the 120% rule. One option is to consider battery storage systems, which can store excess solar energy for use during periods of high demand or grid outages. By combining solar panels with batteries, homeowners can increase their energy independence and potentially reduce their reliance on the grid. Net metering, a crucial consideration. Another important factor to consider is net metering. This policy allows homeowners to offset their electricity usage with excess solar energy production. Under net metering, solar energy credits can be accumulated and used to reduce electricity bills during periods when solar generation is low. However, the availability and terms of net metering programs can vary by state, so it's essential to research local policies. The future of solar energy and the 120% rule. As the demand for renewable energy continues to grow, it is likely that the 120% rule will come under increasing scrutiny. Many experts believe that advancements in grid technology and energy management systems will eventually enable higher levels of solar penetration without compromising grid stability. Conclusion. While the 120% rule presents a challenge for homeowners seeking to maximize their solar energy potential, it is important to understand the underlying reasons for its existence. By considering factors like battery storage, net metering, and future technological advancements, individuals can make informed decisions about solar installations and contribute to a more sustainable energy future.